Hello and welcome back to my craft room. Tonight I'm going to be working in my This Is Not a Book again. Last time I showed you how I made this page, my first spread in this new book. Just give you a quick flash of the first one I did, the first Kerry Smith book I did, which was the Wreck This journal. And started off looking a bit like this one, ended up like that. So kind of where we're going. So I'm not doing these in any particular order. I'm just going to choose the ones that kind of appeal to me on the day. So I've got an idea in my head about this one page. So we're page 20 and 21, and it says, "This is a transformation. Come up with a way to permanently alter this page and change it into something completely different." And it just straight away popped into my head to make paper beads out of the actual page. Now I don't need to worry in this case about what's on the other side. Sometimes you do, and you can't kind of cut it up and without spoiling the next page, but in this case it doesn't matter. So I'm going to do that with this side and possibly string the beads here so they dangle out, but I don't want them to get in the way. I can't have anything too lumpy here because that might get in my way when I'm working on other pages. And then on this side I'm either going to do some kind of illusion, a bit like those very clever street artists do, but that might be a bit beyond me. Or I might do some kind of butterfly, because to me a butterfly is a symbol of transformation. So but tonight I'm just going to do this one. So, and I've got absolutely no plan really about how I'm going to start. I'm just going to hack away and see what happens. That's my general approach. So I think I need to leave this piece here. This is a transformation, but I'm going to cut from there down. I wonder whether it'd look more fun if I tear it. It's like when you tear paper, sometimes it tears in one direction but not in the other. I know what I'll do. I'll just cheat very slightly. So I'll still get torn edge, but it'll be a kind of controlled torn edge if I tear against this metal ruler. There we are. Because it is going to do that, but not once I've got the beads on it, possibly. If it does end up being a bit too flimsy, what I'll do is back it with a piece of card or another piece of paper, and possibly use a bit of Mod Podge on it or something to give it some stability. But we'll see how that goes later on. And then this page I might do next. And this is a disappearance. I think for what I've got in my mind, I'm going to gesso the surface for this one, because you can slightly see what's on what's on the next page through it, and also because I want to use some wet media on here, and this paper isn't really up to it. So once I've finished with this page, I shall gesso this page so it's all ready for next time. So I'm just going to tear this page out. That's brave, isn't it? Yeah. Now I want to cut this. It's nice to get sort of, what, 8 beads or so. Yeah, probably cut them about half an inch. But usually when you make paper beads, they tend to be long, thin triangles. So, but I'm not gonna be too careful here. I'm just gonna go for it. And it will come out wonky, but it doesn't matter, you know, I'm not making fine jewellery here. I hope this is going to work, because I've now cut the whole page up. Uh-oh. Right. So, actually, yes, let's use that one. And I'm going to need a stick to twizzle it round. So, I mean, paper beads are really, really easy to make. I'm sure I probably don't need to show you this, but just stick it. You generally, for the kind of shape of bead that I want to end up with anyway, which is sort of vaguely long oval shape, you start with the fatter end and then you work up to the point. And you want to roll it fairly tightly, but not so ridiculously tightly that you can't get it off the stick. You don't need to use glue all the way along or anything, you just use glue at the very end to hold it. Oh, well, I've cocked that up already. Let's try that again. Just like last time, I'm at the end of a very long, busy day. My mind is a bit tired, but I do find that doing a bit of something creative in my little craft room each day just chills me out, does my soul good. So that doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to make sense when I speak. Yeah, that's my first little paper bead. So now I've got to that end, I've just put a little bit of glue there. So that whole bead actually takes very little glue. There we are. My first little paper bead. It's not perfect, but you know, if I was doing this for a nice piece of jewellery, I would probably measure these out a bit more carefully, but that's not the point here, so I'm not going to worry about it. I might, however, add some UV resin to them to give them a nice shine later on and make them a bit harder. And I might even put a little bit of glitter on them. Oh, I'm making this look far more difficult than it is. I have somewhere got a proper thing for twirling paper beads, but I can't even be bothered looking for it, to be honest with you. So I just think this is just a bit of fun, isn't it? I don't need to worry about it. A little dab of glue. So yeah, I'm going to go through and finish all of these in the same way, and I don't know, I'll probably just cut this bit out because you don't really need to see me even fast forwarding through this probably. I'll just finish doing this and then meet you back at the other end. See you in a minute. Here I go. Chilling out. Right, I've finished making my paper beads. I've managed to get 12 out of that page, and they're all a bit wonky and different from each other and not at all perfect, but that's what I wanted, you know. To me, they're just a bit of fun. So what I've decided to do is, we do need a bit of colour, it's all going to be a bit grey otherwise, so I've picked out rainbow colours of these brush markers. I'm going to colour them, then I'm going to use some UV resin to give them a bit of shine and hardness, and then I'm going to thread them. I'll probably put an eyelet in what's left of this page, and thread them all onto some of this lovely bright orange thread. That's my plan at the moment, and I will need to strengthen this because it's just too floppy now, so I've got a bit of this sort of fabric tape, or a bit of washi tape or anything like that would do really. I could just use another bit of paper, but I've got loads of this tape to use up, so I might as well use it. And then on this other page I've dug out these little kind of Victorian style butterfly scraps. I've had these for years knocking around, so again, might as well use them up. So yeah, I'll just put like a row of 3 of them down there just to symbolise transition. Okay, so let's colour these. So Richard of York goes battling in vain. Amazing how that still works. Of course, I'll be repeating some of the colours because we've got more than the 7 beads there. Never mind. Let's see how this goes. So I want it to be translucent. If I used acrylic paint or something, it would look nice and colourful and shiny, but you wouldn't still be able to see the the paper foods that you can see it's been made of the actual book page, so that's why I've gone for these. I thought about distress inks as well, that would work. Watercolour would work. So I'm going to carry on colouring all of these, so I've got all 12 done in the colours of the rainbow, and then I'll come back and see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got all my little rainbow beads painted. Looking cute, but be nice to have a bit of a shine to them. So I'm going to use this UV resin because I happen to have some. You could use glossy accents, a bit of Mod Podge. Something that gives them a bit of a shine and makes them more durable. Just recently got into using this stuff. You can do all sorts of exciting things with it. But one thing I've not tried it for is as a finishing coat like this. So I'm going to try that now. It's very stinky stuff. I should be in a well ventilated room. And actually I might put some gloves on. Okay. So I'm just going to paint them with the UV. I could probably dip them, but I just feel like that would be a bit wasteful. One of the things I like about this stuff, well, if I twiddle it, I can make it coat all around. One of the things I like is that it doesn't set until it's been exposed to UV light, so you don't have to be in a rush with it. Actually, one of the things I've been making is a new eye for a doll. I've been refurbishing a doll, so I made this eye with UV resin. It's got some glitter in it, I don't know if you can see there. And you just use different kinds of pigments to colour it and then set it in layers so you can get the white of the eye and the iris. Yeah, and I use some paint as well, put some glitter in there just for a bit of fun. Yeah, there's what you can do with it. So, as I say, this is something I've not tried, just using it as a varnish. When you're happy you've got it all coated, all you have to do is expose. I've got one of these. You could sit it in a sunny windowsill. A small piece like this won't take very long. I can tell you how long it will take. Wait a minute. Queuing time. So using a little torch like I've got here, 30 to 90 seconds. Direct sunlight, 30 to 90 seconds. Cloudy sunlight, 20 to 40 minutes. So if I'd have been doing it today on the window ledge, I'd have probably gone away and left it for an hour and come back. But it's such a short time, I don't mind sitting here with the torch on it like this. It does get warm as it's curing. Right, let's see if that feels. Trouble is with gloves, I don't feel. Oh yeah, that's nice and hard now. Yeah, lovely. You can hear it's hard. Oh, nice. It's got a little kind of glassy coating on it now. So I'm going to go through and do that to all of these beads. I'll do that off camera and I'll come back in a sec. Okay, so I think I've just done something really daft and pressed record. I thought I pressed record and I actually pressed stop, so I think I've recorded the bits I was going to do off camera and I've not recorded the bits where I was actually doing something useful, which is really annoying, because I was actually quite happy with this in the end. So I'm just going to film this bit again so you can see what I've done. I've actually put my little butterfly scraps on there. I've just cut them out and stuck them on with Pritt stick. I've reinforced what's left of this page with fabric tape like this, and I've popped an eyelet through to hold my string of beads. My beads have been rolled out of the paper cut from the rest of the page and then varnished with UV resin. So they're all nice and hard and shiny, which I like. Or when I use my markers, my brush markers actually, to colour them in rainbow colours first, so you can still see the pattern of the paper underneath and some of the little scraps of wording, which I quite like. And then I've just strung them all together in rainbow order. And then just getting ready for the next page, because I think I'll probably do this one next, I've put some plain white gesso. So I'll be able to use liquid media on there because I've got an idea for that one. So yeah, so it'll be like that, or like that. I'm really happy with how that looks, and I'm really annoyed with myself for filming the wrong bit. Anyway, I'm going to go and see if I can cobble this together, edit it into something worth putting on YouTube. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll do better next time. Bye.